If you want to continue to follow our adventure, click subscribe. So you don't miss anything, click the bell notification. Full house on the road, subscribers and followers. I've made videos like this before where I'll make a video about something and then somebody will criticize how I do those things. Well, I don't agree with you. I've been doing this for 40 years. And they'll tell you how you're supposed to do it. Come find out they're not, they're not even, traveling. They're like parked in their yard. And I just saw this the other day. Somebody was criticizing me, saying that, you just don't do it right. I went over to their YouTube channel and they're still building their vehicle. They're not even on the road. They haven't even got their vehicle finished. And the way they comment, they always suggest that, well, the way I do it is this. Well, they're not doing it. So I always worry about these folks, that they got this idea that they're going to do it this certain way, and then when they get out there, it's not going to work, even though I'm kind of saying, look, I've been out here for a year and a half, and this is the best way I can figure out how to do things. The other day, I made a video where I talked about security. And this is one that really bothers me, is because when they comment and then everybody else can read it. Well, then if these other folks who are reading it think, wow, yeah, that guy's got a point there, I'll do it that way. And so now, not only is he making the mistake, everybody who read the comment and agreed with him is going to make the same mistake. So I made a video the other day that I talked about, if bad things happen in the middle of the night, you're not going to be able to just leave. If they're outside your camper, I made a video where this other YouTube RVer was having problems, the bad people right outside her van. I'll put a link to my video right here. And I said, one of the problems you're going to have if you have to leave in the middle of the night, obviously with our truck camper, we would have to get out of the truck, go around and get into the truck and leave. Well, it's not that simple. We lock our generator up, we chain it to the tire of the truck. Now, this fella who thought, I think Rob does a lot of good things, but this one, I think he is just absolutely making a terrible mistake, locking the generator to the truck. Now, in the video, I said, when I shut the generator down, I can't just bring it inside because it's still hot, and I don't want it to burn the camper down. Well, his suggestion was I buy a rack, and I put it on the front of the truck, tie the generator to the front of the truck, which in itself sounds wonderful. The reason we don't do that is twofold. One, depending on the wind direction, the fumes of the generator can roll, and do often roll, right inside the camper. And if you're not paying attention, you'll start getting a headache, carbon monoxide, your carbon monoxide detector will go off. So you have a safety risk with that generator. And it happens all the time. I put my generator in front of the truck as far as the chain will reach out, and sure enough, the fumes will come in. So I have to keep it flexible enough where I'm moving it around. So just tying it to the front of the truck, I wouldn't be able to have that flexibility. And when it comes to safety, you're always trying to think what outweighs the other. Well, the fumes happen all the time. Bad people coming around to your camper happens rarely. So I've chosen the higher risk one as the one I want to deal with. The second thing, reason I don't attach the generator to the truck at all is the vibration. I've tried this. One time, the first time I noticed it was the generator was just simply touching the truck. The noise inside the camper was just almost overwhelming. You had the vibration, and it was just noisy, and it was mind-racking, annoying, and it was really getting on our nerves. And I noticed that Carolyn and I were starting to bicker a little bit, which we never bicker. We never have an argument, ever. And we're kind of getting snappy with each other. And I went outside, and I noticed the generator was up against the truck, and I thought, that's weird, and I pulled it out, came back in, and it was just instant peace and quiet. It was like, oh. Well, we've even tried to put the generator on top of the wooden camper. Same thing. The noise vibration is just, it really starts to agitate you. Coming back to, being the bad guys, there's a lot of reasons why you can't just up and leave. People constantly harp on me that I got to get a canopy so the sun's not beating down on me. Okay, well then you're really reducing your safety, and again, in two areas. One, obviously the bad guy situation. They come in the middle of the night. Not only do I have to unlock my generator and try to get out of there, but now I got to fold up this canopy every night, or just leave it out and wait for the bad guys to come and then fold it up. So you're extending your time around the bad guys all the time. The second safety issue is when that canopy's out and the storm rolls in, you got a tornado warning coming in, you're having to wrap that up so you can leave or get to a safer location, or just when it's a windy day, you got to roll it in. So all these things have to be considered when you're talking about adding things to your camper or doing things to your camper. It seems like no matter what you do to try to reduce this problem, another problem creeps in there. Again, I love it when people comment, I've been doing this for 40 years and this is what I do. Well, you know, sometimes it makes you scratch your head. Had another guy tell me he is going to make a video which criticizes me because how horrible I do things. But he doesn't even watch all my videos. He just watches the ones where he can say, oh, you're terrible. You really don't know what you're doing. And that's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not telling anybody to do this. As a matter of fact, if he'd watch my videos, he would realize that I'm not really trying to encourage anybody to do anything. I'm just telling you the realities based on what I know. But he insists that I go and get a travel trailer and a bigger truck. He says, you're just causing too many problems, and he talked about the safety issue, of course, you know, not being able to leave. You know, if you had a travel trailer, you could just get in your truck and leave. Don't worry about the camper. We have decided we are not going to pull anything because of the safety issue. Somebody burned down my pop-up camper. I want to be near my camper, near my home at all times. I don't want to leave it behind to go to town. My camper is coming with me. A lot of people say, well, you know, if you live in a travel trailer, that pop-up camper was vulnerable. It was easy to burn down. First of all, what they did was they broke in, stole the food. Apparently they used an accelerant, probably the gas from my generators, what everybody assumes. Dumped it on the bed, lit it on fire. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter that it was a pop-up. The aluminum siding melted. It was incinerated. So again, if you live in a travel trailer or a pop-up camper, if they break in, which is easy to do, these campers aren't made out of steel, they're made out of aluminum. So they break in, they steal your food, and they say, okay, to cover up the crime, I'm going to burn down your camper. So it doesn't matter what you're in. Thanks for watching. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.